welcome to another episode of the Intrepid English Podcast. I'm Maddox, one of the English teachers here. Today we're going to be talking about how to use will, going to, and present continuous in the future. The best thing about the future is that it comes one day at a time. Abraham Lincoln. Today we're going to look at the subtle but important differences between will, going to, and the present continuous in the future. You'll see how and when to use them and be able to choose correctly between them at the end of this blog. Recently, Kate covered this topic in her Ask Us Anything Friday Live on our YouTube channel. You can find that video below. She goes live every Friday to answer your English questions on grammar, pronunciation, idioms, vocabulary, and more. So if you have a question, make sure to submit it by leaving a comment below or send us an email. So let's take a look at the future tenses. Will. This is called the simple future, and the structure is quite simple. Positive sentence. Subject plus will plus base form of the verb. Negative sentence. Subject plus won't plus base form of the verb. Question. Will plus subject plus base form of the verb. Don't forget to download your free will cheat sheet. So how do we use will? For the spontaneous future, when we decide now in the moment a future action. For example, the phone is ringing and I say, I'll answer it. For future predictions with no evidence. For example, I hope it won't rain for the Queen's Jubilee. For promises, I promise I won't tell anyone what you told me. For requests, will you help me find a flat? For offers, I'll help you find a flat if you want. For threats, if you don't do your homework, you'll fail. Going to. A lot of students get confused with will versus going to. It's easy to understand why, as there are only two very subtle but crucial differences. First, let's look at the structure. Positive sentence. Subject plus am, are, or is plus going to plus the base form of the verb. Negative sentence. Subject plus am not, or are not, or is not, plus going to, plus base form of the verb. Question. Am, or are, or is, plus going to, plus the base form of the verb. Don't forget to download your free going to cheat sheet. So what is the difference between will and going to? The first difference with will is going to is used for future predictions with evidence. Let's compare. I hope it won't rain. No dark clouds, meaning no evidence. I think it's going to rain. I can see the dark gray clouds above me. Also, going to is for future intentions, so decided in the past for a future action. For example, I'm going to meet a friend on Monday. We decided yesterday and have an intention for Monday, but it is not 100% organized, compared to will, which is spontaneous. I don't know what to do tomorrow. I'll call my friend and see if she's free. Present continuous for the future. Now let's compare will and going to the present continuous in its future function. It is used when the future action was decided in the past as well, but the difference is that it is 100% organized compared to going to, which is just a future intention. The structure of the present continuous is as follows. Positive sentence. Subject plus am, are, is plus gerund. Negative sentence. Subject plus am not, are not, is not plus gerund. Question. Am, are, is, plus subject, plus gerund. On Monday, I'm meeting my friend Diana in the park for a picnic at 1 o'clock. We decided last week to meet, and both know the time and place, and it is 100% organized. Don't forget to download your free present continuous cheat sheet. Practice activity. Now it's time to test yourself on the differences between will, going to, and the present continuous in the future with this exercise. Select the correct answer to complete the sentences. 1. The sky is getting dark. It's blank soon. Is it A, going raining, B, go rain, C, going to rain, D, going to raining? 2. My sister blank to Germany this winter. Is it A, traveled, B, will travel, C, going to travel, D, is traveling? 3. We blank the cinema tonight to see the 8 o'clock film. Is it A, will go, B, gone to, C, are going to, D, will going? 4. The doorbell rang. Don't worry, I blank it. Is it A, am going to get, B, will get, C, got, D, will? 5. Next week, Tom and Maria blank to New York. They have already bought their tickets. Is it A, are flying, B, are going to fly, C, flew, D, is flying? 6. Sarah thinks Bob blank famous one day. Is it A, is, B, will be, C, is being, D, was? 7. What blank at the weekend? Is it A, are you going, B, will you do, C, are you going to do, D, have you done? The answers are as follows. For number 1, C. Number 2, D. Number 3, C. Number 4, B. Number 5, A. Number 6, B. And number 7, C. Don't forget, you can study verb tenses in more detail with the Verb Tenses course in the Academy. This content was written by Intrepid English teacher Kate R. and recorded by Maddox. You can find out more about Kate R. or Maddox on their Intrepid English teacher profile pages. Book a free trial lesson today to discuss this topic in more detail and talk about your English learning goals with an experienced and friendly English teacher. If you have any questions or you would like to request a topic for a future blog, you can contact us using the chat box, send us an email, or even drop us a message on any of our social media channels. Thanks for listening.